Version of Marvel Rivals.
Where Doctor Strange opens a portal and just...
Yep.
Huh? Huh?
I said yep.
Hello, Doc? And he's just... You're supposed to be saying something about that portal. Sorry, man. No storage left. No more voice lines.
Nope.
All right.
The shaders don't load in.
Yep. Hulk transforms. He's completely nude. His clothes have not loaded in.
It's just Bruce Banner not animating.
Yep.
But
okay. Speaking of animated, Wario up B. We're looking at Wario, Yoshi, Inkling, who's that character again? Lucina? Yeah.
Yeah, her.
What are we, in 2019? What year is this?
And Steel Ball Run came out today. Only one of these characters are throwing circular objects.
Yeah, and Wario's spinning to his death.
Oh,
that's not the infinite spin.
That's
Spoilers.
not a horse.
All right. No? Okay, I haven't read it. I haven't watched it. I don't know what I'm referencing.
Some people did try to enter the tournament with a car, but it was like...
Not allowed?
No, it was allowed, but cars weren't advanced back then, so it like broke down.
Back then? Damn, this universe reset to the fucking hood.
Yep.
Cars aren't advanced. They will not make it out the... What would you call it? The slums, yes, exactly.
Of San Diego.
We are... Oh my goodness! Speaking of making it out, watching that iconic read take place. Thankfully not hitting the down smash.
Okay, so let me make sense of this. So we have Callisto on Butt on one side, and then we have one of Rascal or Poisonous playing Yoshi and Wario.
I'm going to say it's probably Rascal playing Wario. I sort of like associate that character more with a person like Rascal just because I feel like they agree with each other on a lot of like topics, on a lot of issues.
I agree.
And then I think Paint is playing Yoshi because they're generally agreeable, you know, just like they're down for whatever.
I don't know if I call Yoshi an agreeable character, but whatever.
I think Yoshi would team up with Wario if like Wario put it persuasively enough. He'd be like, Wario or Yoshi, I left a bunch of my gold inside my house in this locked closet. Please walk directly into it and help me find it. Yoshi'd be like, yeah, sure, why not?
I mean, he doesn't need to ride Yoshi like Mario does. He got his own transport.
Exactly. He's not broke. Steel Ball Run, more like motorcycle.
Motorcycle Run.
Exactly. You get it. How do the balls even run in that? Like, I don't get it. They're running, right? Or rather, they're riding.
No.
And there are steer balls, right?
Gyro throws them.
Clacker volley.
That's part 2.
Oh, that's a different Zeppeli. Heyo.
That's Joseph.
No, that's
a Joestar.
Oh, my bad. Guys, watch Steel Ball Run and figure out exactly how wrong every reference I've made tonight is.
It's a 40-minute long episode.
Damn. At least it's not releasing every however many months because Netflix, right?
I don't even know.
Dear God, I miss JoJo Fridays. If it's not coming out every Friday,
then it's not real.
Okay, back air on the side. You see, this is the thing about doubles. There's always so much going on, and now there's no stock to take on the side of Poisonous Paint, which I assume is the person still playing. Yeah, that's Poisonous Paint still playing.
I feel like Rascal would not be smiling if he was still playing.
Yeah.
So, mayhaps we don't actually play characters that are not our mains.
Yeah, maybe they lock in because we've got a best of 5 in front of us, and if they don't figure it out quick, we're going to be seeing a quick 3-0 on the side of not them, of Callisto and Boat.
Kyle is calling sets, and I don't know if he called me or not.
So what changes do you think we're going to see for Game 2 besides, you know, just playing characters that are actually good?
I don't even know if we're going to do that.
Nope. I'm seeing another Yoshi, and I'm seeing, I think, Wario again? No, Wolf. Okay, so it looks like Rascal is locking in here and seeing what we're going to do when we actually put forward our best effort. If you like Street Fighter 6, this is the worst thing you've ever seen in your life.
Okay, I don't know anything about Street Fighter.
Thank God, bro. Let's just say Typhlosion 2.0.
Whoa.
If you like certain characters, imagine when you open up the lore page and it's like, yeah, he's Diddy.
No Kong.
Gameplay, completely the same. Story, completely altered. Yes, we do play as Bowser, who participates in kidnapping and colonialism, but at least he's honest about it.
Right. So, anyway, Rascal did make the switch to Wolf. This is kind of the main for him.
And I think it helps because both of these characters have really good air mobility, so they're going to be doing a lot of, you know, jumping around, controlling the space, and they're going to be a little harder to pin down compared to a slower character like Lucina.
This is true. I wonder how Wolf combos scale with not having the 1v1 multiplier.
That's an interesting thing to factor in. I keep forgetting about the 1v1 multiplier.
Because I feel like those fairs, you can like link more of them into each other, theoretically.
Yeah, not those up smashes, though. Those are as living on a prayer.
Those will kill regardless.
And I think a good thing about both of these characters, specifically on the side of Wolf, is that Wolf is a pretty good like single-hit killing machine, where most of his hits are just like one hit, just strong, solid hits. But if you overthink them in doubles, overthinking is how you get no kills at all. Both of the other team, red team, on their first stocks.
This is true, although both very high.
Okay, there's one stock taken. Potentially a second one? Nope, just jumping out of danger and progressing neutral. Yep.
Although Poisonous looks to be, you know, looking for that stock on that Lucina, not going to find it with that Nair.
There are those forward airs on the side of Wolf that you're talking about, but you're trying too many combos when you should be trying more single hits. Doubles works like a swat the guy away and get to the next solution.
Well, so kind of just throwing out aerials here.
As you should.
I was going to say none of them really hitting, but now they did.
Up air after up air. One up air killing at 164, the other up air killing insanely earlier than that.
That was ballsy.
Did Wolf forward tilt just hit from behind?
You know, it happens.
Wolf things.
I just saw Lucina run through a character, which you're not supposed to do in this game.
Yep. We are really back. We're not even back in 2019. We're back in 2018.
We're back in 2016.
Don't take me back. That year sucked ass. I hate the 2016 revisionism. That year was horrible. We lost literally every major actor who ever existed ever. Severus Snape died that year.
Dang.
Forward smash.
A third one would have hit. Okay. Poisonous neutral being Rascal for no particular reason.
The ink on the stage makes your character run slower. It makes Inkling run faster.
I didn't know about that second part.
Yeah. Food for thought if anyone ever plays Inkling against you.
So luckily for me, my round one is Callisto, so I can commentate the rest of this set.
Ho, ho, ho. I don't know who my round one is. Let me check. Thank you.
You're bye.
So I play against Bai and am
I
Bai.
just said that.
Yeah, looks like my friend Nick here got into Grandmaster and everything all of a sudden became sweet to him. He just thinks that he can say anything on commentary. Well, guess what? He can, because at the KMLocal, this is off the books.
I said nothing.
Exactly. Forward air, Nair hit one, 116 on the side. When did Rascal get to his last stock?
That's a great question.
And how can he save himself to make sure that this doesn't end up going the way game one went?
Well, I feel like the character choice is already a big improvement.
Ooh, okay, still not dying there, but you've got to get to the ledge. Thankfully, getting saved by your friend, but not enough distraction. Now it's another 2v1 situation. Ooh, that should have been a forward smash. That would have definitely killed and connected.
Callisto, I've noticed, goes for those dash attacks a lot more often than Lucina's do, which is never.
Well, the thing about a bad move is that it's only bad if your opponent expects it.
Okay, but the thing about Lucina dash attack that makes it bad is that even if you're not expecting it, you can still react to it because it's so slow.
That is true, which is why she has that dash back. What do we call that mechanic again?
What do you mean?
Where you run in a direction and then you like turn when you're pivoting to do a forward tilt.
I don't exactly know what it's called, but
I don't think it has
sliding.
We're just calling it the slide tilt. Well, slide F tilt is really good and a replacement for dash attack on Marth and Lucina.
This is true. However, I use smash stick when I play those characters.
Ooh, the wrong choice.
So I get sliding F smash, and I get to jump scare people.
Up smash more like. And now the game is more even than we could have expected. Looks like Poisonous Paint might be bringing this back with some very calm, patient, waiting for your turn smash ultimate. Ooh, but missing the tech there. Dangerous
We
situation.
are throwing out a lot of buttons as Lucina.
Who is she fighting?
See, Lucina in this scenario, really you just want to rely on that shield.
Back air finally. You know, for as much knockback as Yoshi back air has, it kills at like the most generous angle possible.
Yeah.
If this is the blast zone, there is no drawing. Oh, there we go. If the blast zones are here and the stage is here, Yoshi back air, that's Yoshi by the way, sends like directly here.
Yeah.
He's like, please live as long as you can. Live long and prosper.
But as Lucina in those like high percent scenarios there, you want to be bunkering down. You want to be shielding a lot because then both at high percent. Your opponent's probably antsy. They're going to hit you with that unsafe aerial on shield. You just get the uppy for free.
And odds are Lucina's going to die earlier than your character dies. I was going to try to find a way to draw this, but she's basically a feather. Like, if she does like the Grim and Mandy thing where she's like this, it's basically like a skeleton.
Yeah. The rib cage.
It's like I had no one to buy them, so I had to eat them. Okay, lots of forward airs, no character switches here, just a lot of very good neutral characters from the year 2019.
Because I know Poisonous, really big fan of those, like, or it's Lucas and Falco. And I guess Hero.
Character role.
Which I don't know if those are, like, good in this mode or not.
I think that Hero would be good in this mode just because, well, no, I feel like Hero would be very volatile in this mode because it's like somebody firing on his own squad. Like, put the gun away while you're in friendly territory. You're going to kill somebody.
Because in 1v1s, like, you can kind of just throw out Kaboom willy-nilly, for example.
Oh my goodness, trying to save the friend, but getting down Mr. President didn't work as they both got slimed out.
Head pierce, unfortunately.
Mr. President, get down. Oh, my bad.
Oh, Mr. President came back with a vengeance, bro.
The President came back to life. What is he? Doing dirty deeds for reasonable prices?
Is he doing reasonable acts as a reasonable price?
We'll find out when he gets introduced. I don't know.
Losing the popular vote, but getting the Electoral College.
That's what I'm saying. Electoral College.
Oh, my
gosh.
gosh.
Look like Memorial College.
Okay. Callisto gonna be making it back to stage.
Playing two separate fights here. I think one of my favorite things about doubles is when you realize that you finally got your opponent at a disadvantage and you're like, actually, I don't give a damn. I'm going to go help my friend.
Yup.
Okay, forward airs. Oh, but losing the double jump. Yoshi's a sitting duck and not getting punished there. Forward smashing the Ghost of Christmas Past.
Just absolutely trying to, what's the word?
Exercise the ghost.
No, I was going to say, wow, it's really blanking on me right now.
Describe it when you...
manifest the neutral getup.
Okay, thank you. I was going to say, when you manifest Yo Stangalang.
Oh.
This is good news.
What?
Invincible Season 4 is back on.
Ain't nobody care about that. It's steel ball run time, baby.
The stocks are even on both players here. 130% on our two stock players. Hopefully they can keep on to these and keep the lead strong. And disadvantage is Boat. Not taking this stock. Ooh, but hopefully taking the stock is Callisto, chasing down Rascal to try to take that. Unfortunately, not happening.
Ooh, Rascal waiting out the counter.
Neutral get up. Okay, more neutral. Oh, that thing you said, up B at a shield, but your opponent has to be in front of you for that to be good.
And they can't space their moves too much.
Okay, up B, managing to get past Lucina. Okay, no friendly fire here, just some safe neutral. And it looks like the final last stock situation has taken place.
That Nair not sending the way that Poisonous Pain probably wanted it to.
Okay, landing Nairs. What's up? Understood. So, seeing more neutral, two separate fights taking place. Up B out of shield to send Yoshi off stage, and now it's looking like a lot more in the side of red team here.
This is true.
Until I open my mouth. Now they're both off stage in a disadvantage. If Rascal and Poisonous Paint want to make this work, they're going to need to keep them in disadvantage and keep playing safe, not overextending. And now they can overextend and have fun.
Now, I'm interested in Vote's choice of playing Inkling here, because I feel like Palutena, in theory, shouldn't be a bad doubles character.
Yeah, she's a lot more of the single-hit identity where, you know, you're just throwing out back airs. But I feel like Nair maybe takes too long, gets interrupted really easily. So
Maybe.
I'll say that's a good reason why you shouldn't play Palo in this mode. Granted, that's the only reason I could think of. She's a lot better than Inkling.
This is also correct.
But you know what's also correct? That you're going to have to hold down commentary for the next few minutes as I play Smash Brothers for the first time in 3 weeks.
Okay, have fun. So, we are thinking about our characters real hard. I didn't know Callisto had a Roy, but I mean, like, if you play Lucina, you kind of know how to play Roy. She's just Roy if you're more of a hater. Unfortunately, I went the opposite route, and I play Marth because I played Marth in Smash 4. So now every time I try to play Roy, I'm still in the mindset of like, this is a sortie, so I must space. No! Interesting interaction at that ledge there. And we are going to be making it back to ledge as Poisonous. Ultimate Doubles is making the frames on this the frame rate on this monitor drop. Okay, gonna be catching the up B off stage there. And, you know, Callisto swinging more at the Ghost of Christmas pass there. Which, Roy, I mean, you kind of got to do. Approaching as him can be kind of awkward sometimes. You only really have like a couple of options, so sometimes you do just kind of have to throw out a thing where maybe the opponent will be. Oh, okay, good up smash out of shield from Rascal there. Dying mysteriously. Something killed him. I don't know what. It is a bit jarring not having the player cam there, but it would look weird. Cameras are not meant to capture, or we don't have the room for them to be like sat back far enough for both players to be in the camera. If y'all have watched this stream enough, or have perhaps even been here, you know there's a table like right behind where they're sitting. So honestly, I did not know the Poisonous Yoshi was like that, but it's been showing up. Okay, comboing both characters into the stratosphere. This is like an entrepreneurial, self-made Yoshi right here. Like, I don't need no wolf. Whoa, I didn't know that interaction even could happen. Okay. Callisto gonna be finding that F smash. Roy saying, or sorry, Rascal saying, "Are you alright, ladies?" To Poisonous there, just saving the teammate, as you should. What a stand-up citizen. But Yoshi is down now. However, this is a fresh wolf stock against two characters who are... One is definitely at kill percent, the other one is close. That being said, you do still have to navigate fighting two PLO at once. It will get a lot easier, I feel like, as soon as that Roy dies. That being said, not that hard. All right, gonna be finding it. And now... Hey, this is still a pretty decent position for Rascal here. Managing to not get too much percent tacked on in that 2v1 scenario. Bring it back to a 1v1. Gonna be finding the F smash, and Rascal and Poisonous will be winning the set. That's awesome. So we're gonna be getting into singles shortly. I'm sorry, I'm wrapping this up. I gotta piss. So I have a set to play against Callisto now. This is me when I wrap things up.